Hey guys, welcome back to Hope with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Traylor. And hey guys, on this video, we're going to be talking about 2022 and we're going to recap some of the videos and some of the most incredible interviews that I did over the course of 2022 and kind of recap that for you guys. Right here at the end of 2022, it was an incredible year. It was a great year. And I hope everyone had a very, very Merry Christmas. Also, I hope you guys are going to have an incredible, blessed, happy New Year for going into 2023. And as we celebrate our year here that we had here 2022 with Hope with Jonathan, I'm really, really excited to bring this video to you. Again, guys, if you don't know much about me, you can check it out over at hopewithjonathan.com. My personal story battle with chronic kidney disease and emergency kidney failure is on there. So there's a blog on there. My story is on there. There's multiple videos that you can go back to and hit back, as a resource to try to find out more information about what Hope with Jonathan is and what Hope with Jonathan is all about. Again, guys, really appreciate all your support. Again, guys, we definitely would love to have you subscribe to us right here on YouTube. That would be incredible. We would love to welcome you into our family. And again, guys, I want to throw this up really quickly. If you're recently diagnosed with kidney disease, maybe you're in need of a transplant, maybe you need to get your story out there, check us out. KidneySolutions.org. Again, all services completely free to the patient. Definitely want to check that out. Again, if you're just recently diagnosed, maybe you're looking for a support group, we also offer support groups as well. Again, that's KidneySolutions.org. I'm heavily involved with them, and it's a great organization to be involved with. But again, guys, back to our video here, 2022. We're going to be talking about some of the material, some of the things that we did, and some of the awesome interviews that we had. So kind of started off the year off with the kidney failure. Can you use TikTok, to advocate for kidney disease? And that was one of the first videos that I did at the beginning of the year. It's actually a great video because toward probably the middle of 2022, I was starting to utilize TikTok a whole lot more. So definitely go over and check us out and see what we're doing with TikTok over there. And definitely give us a follow. It would be huge for us. Again, that's at Hope with Jonathan. You can find all that information too about where to follow us on social media across all of our social media platforms that we're on. You can check us out at hopewithjonathan.com. Our next one was dialysis. What is it like living life on dialysis? And this was with Matthew Novelli. Matthew Novelli is still in search of a living kidney donor. He resides in the Austin, Texas area, and he's definitely still in need of a living kidney donor. And then we did a dialysis caregiver interview. And on that show, we had my good friend Kyle up in Toronto, Canada. He is the founder of Kidney Warrior merch. And he's been a good friend to me. He's also a caregiver to his wife, Shannon. So definitely want to check out that video. We also had Don and Jimmy Bates on that interview as well. They've been on our podcast quite a bit. And man, we've really enjoyed Don and Jimmy. They're just incredible advocates for home dialysis, and also been out there doing some traveling while doing dialysis. So they're huge next stage representatives and advocates. So definitely want to check them out. Our next individual that was on our show was Marcela Pena. Marcela Pena was incredible. He's an incredible advocate for kidney disease. Not only that, for home dialysis as well. So he did an amazing job on that video. Kidney failure, how to achieve your kidney health goals. You just need to go back and watch that video. That interview is incredible. Marcelo, again, has an incredible story with battling long-term chronic kidney disease, and he is an incredible advocate also for home hemodialysis. The next one we had on there was Brian Martindale. He's a kidney donor. And can you impact lives becoming a living kidney donor, which we all know you can. My life was greatly impacted by my donor. But a living kidney donor can definitely change lives, and you can live life with just one kidney. So definitely do your research. Be embraced with your team, engage with your team, but definitely you can live one. Uh, you can live with just one kidney. I'm doing it right now. So again, Brian Martindale, he's an incredible advocate for living kidney donors, and he's an incredible individual. So definitely check out that interview. Then we started some series with Kidney Conversations. Now, Kidney Conversations is basically another way to get information out about kidney disease. So I teamed up with Kyle Hawkridge, and we began to, spit out some of these videos, informational videos. And Kyle was a huge force in that, in creation and marketing, and then I was marketing it as well. And we produced those videos and put them out there on Hope with Jonathan. Kidney Conversations now has its own YouTube channel, so you can definitely go check that out as well. But this was a series that we did, and there was quite a few videos that we released during the Kidney Conversation. So definitely want to check that out. Our next interview, man, this guy will knock your socks off. Mr. Fred Hill. Being on dialysis does not mean it's over. And that video is so impactful. It's definitely a resource video that you can go back to and want to watch over and over and over again, because Fred Hill is so impactful. He's on YouTube as well. He does a motivational Monday show. Dialysis is not your life, is what he calls it, and he's an incredible motivational speaker. So definitely check out that video. Like I said, 2022 was huge. The next video was what is kidney disease. Again, that was a Kidney Conversation video. And our next one was an organ donation, what it looks like for a living organization. So let's see. Yeah, so I was asking a question on that video. What it's like looking for a living organ donation, and that is an incredible video. If you wonder what I'm looking at my phone to pull up all these videos. So Erica was on our show, Erica Nikolic, and she's incredible. She's an incredible advocate for organ donation, and she has a documentary that's going to be releasing at some point. And she had a show also on Instagram called Changemaker Mondays, which I actually interviewed with her over on Instagram as well. And that was she's an impactful person, an incredible advocate. And the next one was another Kidney Conversation video, and these are really, really short videos that you can check out if you're interested at all. They don't play very long. They're pretty much animated videos that my buddy Kyle produced. So what is the difference between kidney disease and kidney failure was the next one for Kidney Conversations. The next one is one of my buddies. She's a kidney dietitian. She's been on my show multiple times. She's very impactful. She's an incredible kidney dietitian, great person, really awesome personality. Kelsey Reed, and she's over on Instagram. I believe she is the CKD nutrition coach over there on Instagram. She's also on TikTok. She does a lot with TikTok now, but this one was called Renal Diet, eating fruit when following a kidney friendly diet. So we were talking about the importance of eating fruit while you're following a renal diet. So there's some great points in there, and that one has about 500 views. So quite a few views on that. And excuse me. So it was a very, very informational video. When you're dealing with chronic kidney disease, there's a lot of great information out there that needs to be shared. There's a lot of information out there that is outdated, and Kelsey she'll definitely call it out and let you know what is up to date. So she's incredible. I really, really enjoy Kelsey. Another one was Kidney Conversation video was 5 symptoms of kidney disease. So that one's a Kidney Conversation. That one's about 7 minutes long. It's a great just an informational animated video about 5 symptoms of kidney disease. Here's another great video and turnout. This was a very great interview, because at the time she was seeking a living kidney donor. And and now this individual is no longer seeking a uh, a kidney donor. She took a kidney not too long ago. So her name is Debbie Rabjohn, and so I mean, it was a very impactful. She shared her story, and she was very emotional. It was a great, impactful story that she shared, and I'm really, really excited for her. Really happy for her. She ended up getting her kidney by way of deceased or cadaver, whichever word fits your personality. But she is doing really well, and I'm really, really excited for her. The next video was about, I did a series a little bit about COVID-19, so we decided to talk about COVID-19 on there. Another one was a kidney conversation. What is polycystic kidney disease? So PKD. So we talked about different aspects of polycystic kidney disease on that one, how it affects the kidneys, what it's all about. So you definitely can go over there and check that out. Our next one was a video that we did, an interview that we did with a great doctor, nephrologist who does most of her work via telehealth. And so it was Dr. Sharika Brookins. Dr. Brookins is very intelligent, and of course, she's a nephrologist. She's a founder of Remote Renal Care, and she talks about how she utilizes her business and how she utilizes her practice, and by doing it by way of telehealth and telemedicine. So it's a great informational video. We called that Kidneys and Telehealth, so you can go back and check that out. I did another COVID video, and then we went into understanding kidney disease, and that's another kidney conversation. Looks like I did another live here where I called it Kidney Disease Resources, Topics, and Why I Started Hope with Jonathan. And then the next video was about can drinking water help fight COVID? So we were talking about more information about COVID-19. Top 5 drinks for kidney patients was a kidney conversation video, and that one's about 5 minutes long. So you can go back and resource that. It's definitely it's a short video. Talks about top 5 drinks. It's another animated series. It's a pretty informative video. Definitely go check that out. And then we talked about, is it safe to reduce immune suppressants whenever you're fighting COVID? And so I kind of talk about that and what happened with my experience whenever I ended up with Omicron. The next one that we did was a very, very impactful interview with a guy all the way from Wales. And what an incredible advocate. He calls himself the TikTok kidney warrior. And what an incredible interview that was. We had a really awesome time with him, especially talking about the difference between kidney care in the United States versus kidney care overseas in another country, such as Wales. So it was an incredible interview with Darren, and he's incredible. He's known across social media as the TikTok kidney warrior. So you definitely want to go over there and check that out. And then our next one was actually, we did another guy he's from England, was Feza Wan. Feza Wan is an organ donation ambassador. He's had chronic kidney disease, long term. He's had a couple of transplants, but man, what an incredible advocate and what an incredible story this guy has. I mean, and he really gives us a great interview, and he really knew how to share his story. So, very impactful interview. Definitely want to go back and watch that. We did some more kind of informational videos here about NSAIDs and decongestions. And then we ended up having a couple of book writers on. So the authors of the Insider's Guide to Living Kidney Donation. And this was an awesome resourceful, video as well, where 2 individuals came on, Carol Often, and who else was it? Betsy Cross. Yeah, so Betsy Cross and Carol Often. So definitely want to go back and check this out. It's a very impactful interview. She talks about why she wrote her book. She's also a living kidney donor. So definitely, the book is definitely encouraging living kidney donors and living kidney donation. So you definitely want to go back and check that out. Also, we did another awesome video with Kelsey Reed. So Kelsey Reed, top 5 vegetables for CKD, chronic kidney disease patients, and it was incredible. This one has almost 700 views on YouTube, which is pretty good for for my videos and where I'm at right now with YouTube. It was a very educational video where we just basically discussed her top 5 vegetables for CKD. So you definitely want to check that out. And next one we did was can eating more food help fight COVID? And then we did another great impactful video with Sharon Rouse from Kindness for Kidneys. Sharon Rouse also advocate with ambassador with American Association of Kidney Patients, AAKP, which I'm actually an ambassador for as well. She's an incredible advocate for kidney disease, also kidney transplant recipient. That was a very impactful, moving interview. So definitely check that out. Next video I did was talking about exercise and fighting COVID. The importance of being an organ donor was the next one. And then we had an amazing interview as well. Life after kidney transplant. And Life after kidney transplant was with Wendy Copeland. So Wendy Copeland out of California. And man, this one was definitely impactful, especially for the Hispanic community, because Wendy has an incredible story about how she, ended up coming from Mexico and then back to moved to, I think it was North Carolina, if I remember her story correctly, and then all the way over to California. So she's got a very, very incredible story, and I was really, really excited to have her on my show. The next one was when do you start feeling better with COVID? And then we had Zach from World Transplant Athletes. World Transplant Athletes, if you're not already following them, I'm going to heavily plug them for a moment. Zach believes that if you have a body and you can move and you've had a transplant, then you're a world transplant athlete. And I probably kind of butchered his slogan there and didn't do it very well justice. But Zach has interviewed I don't know how many people across the world, across the nation, who's had some sort of organ transplant, whether it be heart, lung, kidney, liver, pancreas, what have you. And he's interviewed a lot of people that have been active in like the World Transplant Games and different types of transplant games and that exercise and are all into that. So again, check them out. They're on YouTube, World Transplant Athletes, and I believe that's their where you can reach them as well across social media. So Zach was on my show. He shared his personal journey. He's a two-time kidney transplant recipient, and Zach Brooks. And man, he's got just an awesome story. And I know that I keep saying that about each one of these interviews, and I'm not saying that because it's my show. I'm just saying that these individuals had incredible stories. So if you're, and what I like about some of these interviews is the ideal of it being so different perspectives from different type of cultures and different places and different individuals, and it's something for everyone, something that anybody and everybody can connect to. So if it's someone out there that's in the sports and you find yourself in kidney disease or kidney failure, facing kidney failure, or in need of a dialysis, you can refer back to that video and listen to Zach's story. Or someone that is possibly from the Hispanic community that needs to connect with someone who's battled chronic kidney disease, and definitely go back and watch Wendy's video. Someone that's African American who's battled issues with chronic kidney disease can go back and watch Kindness for Kidneys, and that's a great video. Again, just living kidney donors. I have the Insider's Guide to Living Kidney Donation. That's a living kidney donor actually telling her story. So there's so many different videos here, different aspects of a kidney failure or organ failure, and living kidney donation or organ donation that you can go back and resource to, and also the educational videos that we've done with Kelsey Reed. So man, 2022 was just a huge year. I don't know if I could ever repeat it with all the and amazing individuals that were on my show in 2022. It was just incredible. Next video we did was who is Kidney Solutions. So everybody knows that I'm affiliated with Kidney Solutions. I'm an ambassador, but I'm also a social media director. So I actually do all the social media for Kidney Solutions. My story is kind of long with them, so I'm not going to share that at the moment. But um, I'm highly connected with them. Just so happen I live in the same town as the CEO. So, I mean, how we connected was just by divine connection, if you believe in that. So, it's very impactful, and I've got that story on my website at hopewithjonathan.com, so you can go check that out. The next one we did was searching for a kidney donor with an individual who now actually received his miracle gift of life as well. This was incredible. His name was Crawford Wall. So Crawford came on, shared his story, and at the time he was just really battling, chronic kidney disease and kidney failure, and on dialysis. And Crawford was an incredible individual who, he had a huge heart. He had, I don't know how many people show up and show support for him for that interview. I mean, it was incredible. I think that was the most I think I ever had on a live stream at any given time. I think there was around 40 or 50 people that had showed up on that link and actually showed him so much support for his for him sharing his story. Crawford ended up receiving a kidney not too long after that, and I believe it was a deceased or cadaver uh, donor that he had accepted. But incredible individual. I'm really really excited for him. Really happy for him, and I hope that Crawford continues to stay blessed, and really really. Hey brother, how you doing? I appreciate you showing up and commenting. Hey, I wish you a very very happy and healthy holiday season as well, and to you and yours. I appreciate you. But again, guys, we wrote into 5 easy ways to manage and organize your meds, 5 podcasts that you should listen to. So you definitely want to go check out that video. 5 podcasts you should listen to. There's some little hidden podcasts in there. Matter of fact, in 2023, I'm going to reach out to some of these hosts and try to have them on the show as soon as possible. So there's some really highly impactful. The next video that I did was silent rejection. What is it, and how do you catch it? So a lot of people don't really have a lot of information on silent rejection. And so we brought on a very impactful organization called Eurofins. It's actually a company, and they have 2 individuals that actually came on and shared their story with one of them in particular had battled kidney disease and kidney failure and transplant. So she came on, shared her story, and then they had a representative who wanted to talk about their product, which is a test that can detect early detection in kidney failure or I believe organ failure in general. But I think their specialty, I believe, is kidney failure. So definitely go back and watch that video. It's very educational, talking about silent rejection and what it is, what it all entails. It's a good video. Then I talk about the American Kidney Fund. So that was a educational video on why I advocate for American Kidney Fund and why I do what I do and get involved with walks. How to start a podcast for free. We did that one also. Don't let me forget. We interviewed Judy Aiken from Hawaii. So we had her on the show along with her friend Ambriana, and we talked about IgAN. So we talked about IgAN and IgAN nephropathy, if I can even say that today. But It's a very very impactful interview. If you are struggling with IgAN, or you've been diagnosed with IgAN, there's two representatives there that are definitely sharing their story, and you can definitely connect with them. So how to start a podcast for free, and then we brought on Joshua Tannen. So Josh was in the fight for a kidney donor. Joshua has been battling kidney disease for quite a while, and he resides in the state of Florida. He's still in search for a kidney donor. So you definitely want to resource and watch that video. And if you're interested in that at all, Joshua has had multiple transplants, but he's in the fight of his life, and he's eligible for transplant, and he's on the list. And you guys can reach out to actually Kidney Solutions, because he is listed with us. 830-285-2140. Again, go back and watch that interview. It's very impactful, talking about his story and his battle with chronic kidney disease and kidney failure. Why is it important to manage your potassium was the next one. So we talk about potassium in that one. And then I brought on Jonathan Diaz, who actually has his own YouTube channel. You can check it out at Dialysis Approved Cooking. And Jonathan Diaz is a kidney dietitian as well. And he also works with dialysis patients. And he's just an incredible individual who came on and talked about his story and the reasons why that he did what he did, and reason why that he has this YouTube video and the information. So it was really impactful, really incredible. The next one that we did was talked about Medicare and why doesn't Medicare cover dental and vision. So we covered that. We talked a little bit about reasons why they don't, and reasons why they should look into that. The guide to the transplant list conference. So I've done multiple conference with a Second Chance podcast with Philip Harris Jones and Tafaro Cook. So if you're not already following a Second Chance podcast, definitely go check them out. A Second Chance is interviewing chronic illness patients. Chronic kidney disease is one of the main focus, because both hosts have suffered with chronic kidney disease, kidney failure, and kidney transplant. And so definitely want to check out what they're doing. We've done, I don't know how many educational conferences now. I can't even count. I think we've like four of them, I believe. So we've teamed up to do those, and I'll continue to work with those guys. It's very impactful, lots of education shared. The next one that I've done, where I did take a small break. So during the course of the year, I took a break because I had went back to work and was trying to balance, life, work balance. So I did take a break, but I came back not too long ago. Really, really excited, really pumped to be back, because I really feel like 2023 is going to be a huge year. We got some big things coming up, and we're going to talk about that. But why I took a break, updates, and more. So that was a video that you can go back and resource and watch. It's not too long, so I try to keep them as short as possible. The next time I was actually on Zach Brooks' show, so I was on World Transplant Athletes, and that one's really short. It's about 23 minutes long. Definitely want to go check that out. I actually share my story. Then I talk about a message of hope, which is a way for people to advertise what they do. Possibly if you have a business and you want to come on and you want to kind of like a little mini commercial. We're going to keep them to probably like 3 minutes long, and a maximum of 3 minutes, and we'll play them during our podcast. We'll play them during our interviews. So that's what we're going to do with the message of hope. I've already got one. I've got one from Philip Harris Jones Jr. From a Second Chance. So I've got one of those videos, but I haven't put it up yet, but I will be. And so that's what we're going to be doing with that. 5 tips for following the renal diet was next with Kelsey Reed. That was an awesome video. It's only 36 minutes long, and it's very informative. Again, a lot of people get blown away when they first get told that, you can't have this, you can't have that, and you can no longer do this, and you can't go here, and and so Kelsey, breaks it down for you. It's a very simplex video where we just give 5 tips talking about trying to, start following the renal diet. Because it can be very overwhelming, and it can be very, it can be very confusing. And there's a lot of information out there that is beneficial, and there's a lot of information that shouldn't be out there anymore. And so, we talk about that with Kelsey. The next one I did, which was just recently, was the kidney disease advocate, Uncle Jim Myers. Uncle Jim Myers is probably one of the most impactful person or people that I know in the kidney disease advocacy game. He's an incredible individual with an impactful story. If you're wondering about Uncle Jim and why he does what he does, I mean, this man has, I don't know how many groups on Facebook. He's on every major social media network channel. I mean, you name it, Uncle Jim's there. He's even on YouTube, so you can go check him out. He's got Kidney Stories too. He has his own podcast where he talks with people and incredible individuals who have battled kidney disease. But Uncle Jim Myers is an incredible advocate. He had me on his show. That was the first show I'd ever done. I was with Uncle Jim, and then that progressed to other platforms and other shows. But he offered me the opportunity to come on a live broadcast and share my story. Now, the first audio podcast I ever did was Kent's Kidney Stories. But Uncle Jim, I got a lot of respect for him, and you guys need to check out that video if you're wondering about why Uncle Jim does what he does. He's just an incredible individual. I really appreciate him. And then I did a video just recently, 5 things that I'm grateful for. So, and that's pretty much 2022 in a nutshell. All those videos that we did. It was actually a short year for me because when I started I believe in 2021, I don't know how many interviews, but all of them are impactful. All of them are just incredible. Great to watch, great to go back and rewatch. There might be some moments in each video that maybe you want to skip over. That's fine. I'm not one to watch all the way through YouTube videos myself. Sometimes I skim through them and skip through them just to try to find maybe an impactful part of someone's story that I may be able to connect with. But I really, really appreciate all the support in 2022. It's been incredible. Again, I did take a short break just to try to regain myself, regain my composure, kind of focus on some things for my career, and kind of find that work-life balance. And so sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's not always as easy as what it seems like it could be. But anyway, I'm very grateful to be back into Hope with Jonathan and a podcast. And we're going to keep rolling in 2023. We got some great plans ahead, some great people. I appreciate you. So we got some great interviews lined up. I know I have Michael Gilchrist and his wife that are going to come on our show soon. So we're going to have them, probably one of the first shows that we do. We're also going to be not going completely away from chronic kidney disease, but we are going to bring on some other stories of hope and encouragement that we feel like could be impactful for Hope with Jonathan podcast. So look out for those. Those are going to be incredible. I can't wait. I think I'm going to call that series. It's just going to be a series of interviews with different folks from different avenues and different stories of overcoming great obstacles. And we're just going to call that series a series of hope, or hope stories, or something of that manner. But also don't forget to check out the opportunity for you to either advertise a business, or if you want to just share what you do in the kidney community, you want to put that into about a 2 or 3 minute window in a video. We'll play it like somewhere in between, like either whenever I start my interviews, or maybe we'll put it into a little break in midway, or maybe we'll throw it in at the end. It just depends upon what's going on and how that video needs to fit in. But we'll get it in there and definitely play it for you. Now, for businesses, we are going to charge a fee. But for patients and individuals who are, advocates in the kidney community, such as, like I've already got one from Philip Paris Jones, Second Chance. So, we're doing that completely free. But like I said, if you're a business or an organization, you want to throw promotional up during my video, as long as it's something that is, uh, you know, clean and a decent, organization or product, we'll put it up for you, and we'll talk about what we're going to charge for that personally. But anyway, that's pretty much 2022 in a nutshell. And then, like I said, we got some great things coming up in 23. Really excited about it. Um, I just can't express, how happy I am to be able to come back and do these. Um, our whole mission is to share stories of hope. And the reason why is we feel like that by you sharing your story, you're going to give other people hope, because they're going to connect with you on some level. And it's like watching. If I was to share my story, and someone says, look at Jonathan, he's battled chronic kidney disease, kidney failure, and he's bounced back, and so that's my goals. And the reason why I continue to share my story is because somebody out there that is just recently diagnosed, or maybe they crashed into dialysis as well. Maybe they'll come across my story and be encouraged by that. Because it can definitely be, it's just life changing. And that's the only way I can say it. And so it's great to be able to connect with others, and to watch other people and listen to their stories, and and receive something from that. So definitely want to continue to do that. And again, look for us in 2023. We're just going to continue to grow and bring more people on. Hopefully to connect with some new people out there, and share some great stories. But again, our next interview, look for it. It's going to be with the Gilchrist family, and it's going to be an impactful story. Can't wait to bring them on. And anything that pertains to Hope with Jonathan, you guys can go check us out at hopewithjonathan.com, and we'll talk about a few things here toward the end here. We would love to have you definitely subscribe to us. Let me just expand on this just for a minute. So if you believe in what we're doing, we would definitely love for you to subscribe to us. That's the only way we're going to get these stories out there and get eyes on what we're doing, is if you'll hit that subscribe button. The more subscribers you get, the further they're going to push you into the algorithm, the more the videos are going to get viewed, the more someone's story is going to get out there. It has nothing to do with making money or any of that stuff. It's not about getting famous or any of that. I'm just trying to get these stories of hope out there. So if you can help us out at all, this YouTube platform is completely free. I'm not paying to do this, other than the software and things like that I use. I do pay for that, but as far as YouTube being a free platform for you to put content on, it's a free content, free platform. And so it costs you nothing to subscribe. So all you have to do is click subscribe, and then you're good. You don't have to pay for anything. It's completely free. We would love to have you join us right here. Help us share in our mission of sharing stories of hope. Again, I've mentioned it quite a few times in this interview. You can check us out at hopewithjonathan.com for more information about us. Reach out for support from Kidney Solutions. I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we talked about Kidney Solutions. So you can definitely go check out kidneysolutions.org. All services completely free. Definitely important note on this is to be a hero and save a life. Definitely sign up to be a donor. You can do so right off of your phone. Donatelife.net. So definitely go over there, check that out. Check out the many reasons why you should be a donor. Definitely can impact a life. You can definitely live life with one kidney. So definitely go check out donatelife.net and become a donor today. Definitely you can find out some great information over at kidneyconversations.info. Kidney Conversations is a great resource for you to go over and read blogs, watch informative, that's the word I'm trying to get out, informative videos about chronic kidney disease. There's lots of, information over there. Definitely go check that out. We love for you to drop a comment. While you're here, there's been a couple of comments during this video, which is great. Definitely drop a comment. Let your voice be heard. Definitely anything that you've heard on this video, definitely refer to your team. No way, shape, or form is this a diagnosis. This is not a diagnosis. Definitely refer back to your team. Just because you hear something on Hope with Jonathan does not mean that we've given you a personal diagnosis. And we definitely don't need anybody saying that they heard to stop taking their meds or anything like that on here. So you definitely want to check with your team. Absolutely. We definitely appreciate you for watching us live. Again, thank you again for your support. 2022 was huge. 2023 is going to be even bigger, and I'm so excited. I'm putting a lot into this. Not only am I volunteering, my time away from other things, putting a lot of blood, sweat, tears in this. Not only that, but monetary things and just a lot of effort that I put into this. So everything you see from the videos, the pictures, the any design that you see is straight from Hope with Jonathan, straight from me. I design all my stuff. I'm not paying anybody to do it. I do everything. I do the full production, all of it. And so it is a lot of work, but you know what? It's definitely worth it, and especially if we can get people to watch the videos and be encouraged by those. I really, really appreciate everyone's support for the show. Again, I'm Jonathan Traylor. I'm the host of Hope with Jonathan. I really, really appreciate y'all in 2022. Let's make 2023 even bigger. Hey, God bless you guys. I hope you had a blessed Merry Christmas. I hope you have an incredible New Year. I hope this new year is filled with hope. I had to say hope. Hope, joy, prosperity. I hope you guys receive love. You guys have been incredible. Thanks for all the support. We love you. God bless you. Take care of your kidneys. This is Jonathan.
Thank you.